So I'm going to start now with a story. The story is about an imam who lives, who's the imam of a masjid on the edge of the desert, and he's sitting one day, in outside the masjid, and this man comes down and sits next to him, and they start drinking tea, some mint tea together. And this man is basically, he's an atheist. He doesn't believe in Allah. He doesn't believe in God. So the imam is a little bit shocked. And, in the process of the conversation, he's trying to understand why don't you believe in God? And the man says, listen, I've given God a chance. I've it's not that I haven't tried. And because the imam is saying, do you make dua to Allah? Do you call upon Allah? Do you not seek his help in times of distress and in times of need? And the man said, yeah, I've given that a try. In fact, you know what? It only happened to me recently. I was in the desert and I was lost. I was lost in the desert. I was thirsty. My car had broken down. I didn't really know where I was. I was very, very thirsty. In fact, I realized that soon I was going to die. And then I started to call upon God. I started to say, Ya Allah, help me, save me from this situation. I was on the verge of collapse and I thought that was it. But nothing happened. And the imam is saying, but you're sitting here talking to me. What do you mean nothing happened? You're sitting here talking to me right now. Something must have happened. He said, no, it wasn't like that. He said, a group of Bedouins found me and they gave me something to drink and they looked after me and they brought me back to their car and they found me back to the town. And that's how I got here. And of course, the imam is perplexed. It's like, because the imam is, okay, what's the point of this story? The point of this story is that you see the world through your lenses, right? You have a particular lens, and those lenses and the color of that lens, which is your belief system, is what causes you to interpret events in a certain way. So you can see the two lenses quite clearly. You see the guy who is an atheist. What does he think? What is he thinking? He's thinking that God, when he's praying to God, he's thinking that God is supposed to literally pick him up himself and take him himself to the car. So he's got this idea of God as maybe some sort of big hand that is going to come down and scoop him up and, give him water, or water's going to pour from the sky onto his face, right? He doesn't think that God is sending him the Bedouins, or that the Bedouins, that Allah has guided them to him. He doesn't think like that. That he thinks that when he prays to God, he's expecting some incredible intervention and some sort of indisputable miracle. And for him, some Bedouins that just happen to find him is about to die, he doesn't look at that. He just thinks that, he imagines that's human intervention. But for the imam, he understands that no, that is how God saved you. And of course, it's not very likely that a guy in the desert by himself is just going to be stumbled across by a couple of Bedouins.